We have no mercy for those that come to disrupt the restoration of this struggle. We don't negotiate with anyone. We will never do that. Because when you do things like that, you encourage the same thing to be inside the government, and they will continue to do what they are doing. There's an added access.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you once again to this amazing platform where we bring you information that has to do with the United States of Biafra. Information coming from the right source. In this platform, we promote and support the restoration fully and recognition of the United States of Biafra under our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and of the Supreme Commander of Mazi Nandekano. Today, under the leadership of Dr. Ngozi Orabweze, the Deputy Prime Minister. Wherever you are and you're watching this program, I welcome you. Please like and share to all platforms. In this program, we will be continue to show you information that are coming from all angles, more especially things that has to do with the Biafran territory, regardless where it is, whether in the east, in the west, in the north, in the south. We bring it before you so that you can digest it and have a rethink and know where you stand. The only thing that can guarantee our freedom in that contraption called Nigeria is Biafra. It is either Biafra or nothing. And wherever you are, continue to support the United States of Biafra. That is the only way to go. That is the only way you can have good economy and have security. Regardless what you see today, do not get distracted. Do not get bemoved. Continue to stand your ground, to demand for self-determination because it is your right. Do not allow anyone to take away the right to self-determination, the right to self-defense, and the right to life from you. Kindly watch this video for more wisdom. Let's watch.
Area. Before the army will get to that place, they might have given them information so that they will lay ambush for those people.
All right, thank you.
That is for that. The second one is that I said it before Buhari became the president, that if these people get to the top, they don't have any plan for the Nigerian masses, that they are not going to do anything. So, and it's come to pass. This battle of Tinubu of the team, it's all the same. So all our leaders, they don't have the love of the people that they are leading.
All right. Thank you. So, thank you very much. Hello. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. What's your name, please?
Yeah, just call me.
Good evening, sir. Sorry for keeping you. What's your name?
Yeah, I understand. Onyebula Ojuku.
Your name is?
Onyebula Ojuku.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay, fine. The thing I wanted to pick shipping, I'm really enjoying your program. Because of your program, I left where I'm supposed to be taking a bottle of drink. And that's by the way. There's something I want to do, please. These two people on the studio.
Okay.
And I don't know whether Barrister Danetri used to, Barrister, yes, it was Prince Chilaka used to come to your studio.
Okay.
I want to do something, please. I don't know whether if that can be permitted. I want to organize a program. If it is for me to pay or take care of their tea fare, whatever we take for a whole day or 5 hours in the studio. It may be two particular radio stations for us to put things in order. At least, even if for me to take care of that, if my number can be taken down, please. I don't mind. Even I want to come to your studio. I still want to do something there.
All right.
They just pick these two people on the studio, and there's Pastor Darentry with Prince Chilaka.
Okay.
There's one other man that used to come in used to talk about, used to give us the law of Nigeria. He used to preach the law, everything about Nigerian law.
Okay.
Whenever he's talking, you use that vocal. I need to do something with these 5 people, please.
Okay.
If it is to put it in your studio, for me to take care of whatever the bills.
Okay.
Please. I want us to do something.
All right. Send a message on WhatsApp, or I'm going to send you my number so you can, because there are a lot of messages here, so I may not be able to see your message if, so I'm going to send you my number. All right?
I will do that. I will send a message to you.
Thank you very much. All right. Send a message here as well with your name so I know that it's you.
I will do that.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Welcome to the Evening Rush. What's your name?
Isinguzo by name. I'm from Badagry.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I am interested in your program.
Thank you very much.
I just want to say hi to your guest there.
All right.
The CP Chuse used to be my squadron commander.
Wow.
Imopotu Kefi.
Wow.
Thank you. I say good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother. Hi.
We thank God, sir. We thank God. Yeah. Thank you very much. I just want to say hi to my Oga.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you. To be honest, I appreciate that. At 080-3692-9933, 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. Welcome. What's your name, please?
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening for masters in the studio.
Good evening.
Yes, you see, the security of a thing, they didn't take it serious. Yeah, there is what it takes to fight them, but they have contaminated army. Army has contaminated.
Okay.
So it is very difficult to clear them due to wants, due to personal interest. So I think if they can come up and select good people among them in a camp to monitor themselves, I think it will be better. And see how individual is performing his activities. I think it will help a lot to fight these people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I sincerely do appreciate you calling 080-3692-9933, 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Esther, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, how you doing, sir?
I do. Well done. What will be your name and location?
My name is Naonese, and I come from a better governor state.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Please, I just want to know about our president. How about the case when they drag her to court? How the case look like? Because as they talk today, we don't just hear anything goes by that time.
Okay, you mean dragging the president to court? Sarah has done that already, but
for the river station, how the matter goes? Are they judge the case or?
You mean the river situation?
I mean, they suspend the matter.
No, the man is still in suspension. The person that they sent to court is General Ibas, the sole administrator. Okay. They want him to step aside. His presence there is unconstitutional. We get to hear how the court proceeding with that will go. But somebody has sued the sole administrator to court.
Okay,
yes.
Still there ahead of court, are you?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks. Have a nice day.
All right. Thank you very much. Well done. All right. I'm going to take some messages right about now. I'm going to go on to YouTube. If you want to be part of the conversation virtually, you can join us on YouTube at VOP 903 FM. So I'll take some comments right about here. Sake says, Shower is playing a mind game. He is an APC merchant. Characters like him should not be taken seriously. Money for hand. Jessica Sumonu says, whatever they are playing now can be on their gains, but when Trump is ready to look into the government of Nigeria, it may be wrong on them. MKO, son of man says, Obi is a man of the people, Tinubu is a man of himself. All right, MKO, the living one from Satellite Town, Lagos. Okay. Thank you very much. Jessica says, Bayo Onanuga is supposed to be charged with treason, and Tinubu should declare a state of emergency in his home. Obed Oje says, Analyst Chuk Senwanwu, you are very much welcome on board physically at the studio of our noble radio station. You are a great you're a great analyst for Judah Kami Judah in the morning newspaper review time. Thank you very much, Obed. Tunde Babs TV says, Okay, Tunde Bab says this station is about Igbo. Now, una no dey tire. Which Igbo did we speak about now? We're talking about the issues, the hot topics. Tunde Babs, please be calming down, okay? Imodo Raf, they focused and attract Peter B because they know what he is worth. All right. This person says, if I am Esther, stop making that statement that Igbo is a part of Nigeria. Stop it. What do you want me to say? Hey, Obed Oji, CP Chuk, sincerely speaking, we love you. Glad oh, thank you very much. I think he's gotten to know that. Tunde Sisna Wisdom 96 says, good evening. I'm what you know. Thank you very much. Precious Emerifo says, good evening. You see, Bayo is not a politician. He just wants food on his table. All right, Mr. Ekundayo, good evening. Thank you for joining us today. Mr. Ekundayo, they're sending a greeting to you. Dennis and Chukwuka, good evening, beautiful Esther. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. Mr. Obi is making more sense. Another guy is using Peter Obi's speech to make fans on the news. He should keep it up. All right, thank you very much. Sir, you are indeed correctly correct. MKO Son of Man says, both Tinubu and all that he chooses are all behaving like children. Check out their behavior and argue with me if I'm wrong. All right. OJKAK says, a marriage that is not working and the couple stay together is a death waiting to happen. Nigeria will melt down. No, Nigeria will not melt down in Jesus' name. Because Truth and Reconciliation Committee will never happen in Nigeria. We're hoping it actually comes to pass. And we're hoping this administration does something about it. All right, Abidin Adeyemo. Abidin, be calming down, okay? Akachuku Kelvin says, this so-called Senator Wabonyi needs to be conducted brain drain test on, for Christ's sake. That man is sick, I tell you guys. I rest my case. All right, Sonny TV says, CP, good to have you back. Emeka Nweke says, the Nigerian government should release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, leader from illegal detention. All right, okay. Very well done. Thank you very much for all your messages. Good evening, Esther Wachiku. Please, do you see all this political giant that gathering themselves together? Nothing can be possible if we still operate by presidential appointment. This is from KK Gold. Matthew Nemeka says, I'm married to VOP. I have never seen a radio station as such. Thank you very much, Matthew. We are married to you too. Anselm Jerome, good to see CP Chooks. My day is incomplete without listening to VOP. Well done. KK Gold says, appointment of INEC and Chief Judge, no help for Nigeria come 2027 unless that will be changed in our judiciary and INEC. Well done, guys. Now I'm going on to WhatsApp, and Christian from Shasha says, good evening, Esther. This government don't know and they don't believe that they don't know and they're not ready to learn. They will never know and they'll keep making mistakes to the end. This is Christian from Shasha. Well done, Christian. Thank you very much for your message. Wow, tons of messages right here. So let me start from the very beginning. This person says, good evening, Esther and the guest. Esther, journalism is not only asking questions and playing to the gallery like some journalists do. It encompasses those, and that's what you are doing. Esther, you are held in high esteem for your modern journalism. Keep it up. It's obvious Mr. Tinubu can't and will not perform positively well, even if you give him 100 years. You know what? Because there is no integrity. It's all about selfishness and self-centeredness. He's not corrupt-free, hence he can be influenced to give away our money to rogues, cronies like himself, because he's one of them. As for River State, Wike and the terrible ruler that is supporting him will fail woefully. All right. As for Bayo Nanuga, Obi is a bone on his neck. He's a hypocrite just like his paymaster, Emperor. All right. Good evening, VOP. Esther, your guest, CP Chuka 11, Mr. Lawal. I'm happy the way two of the analysts are analyzing the topic about the attack on Peter Obi. Esther, the name of Peter Obi is a threat to this administration. That is why all these attacks. Neka from Surilere. Good evening, VOP. ABC is afraid of Peter Obi because they know he is a hero. They're wearing Obi's crown, so each time they hear his voice, they tremble. Francis from Satellite Town. Really? Good evening, everyone. I am waiting the day Bayo Nanuga will caution Atiku this way. They're taking Peter Obi's quietness to being a weakling. Obina from Diamond Estate. Good evening, Esther and your guest. The ruling party knows that what they stole belonged to Peter Obi. So whenever they see Peter Obi, they feel guilty and they're afraid of him. Bayo Onanigari is one of them. That's why he always speaks on Obi, even in a marketplace where he did not see Peter Obi. APC, now for you. Chikeze from Ago. All right, well done. Good evening, house. Can a cockroach be innocent in the gathering of a chicken? A bad workman will always have issues with his tools. Bio, take it or not, democracy is dead in Nigeria, killed by this present administration. Administration where judiciary is blindfolded and their hands are tied. Administration where the eyes have it in their National Assembly. Administration where the executive is totally confused since inauguration. State of emergency needed now on these three arms of government. Otherwise, Nigeria will continue going down more and more. Imagine what happened this evening in Godswill Akpabio Stadium. Please tell me, why will Nigeria not go down? Only that name, Akpabio. Imagine a man accused of sexual harassment. Do you see the effects on our national team performance? The Bible said your name should not be mentioned among these immoral things. People we call our leaders have no integrity or pride. They only pride themselves in doing evil. May God have mercy. Good evening, Esther, and the gentleman in the studio. Esther, my sister, the answer to your question has been cleverly given to you by Mr. Lawal. It's just a simple truth. The man, Peter Obi, is the greatest headache of these people in power now. They know that he's a man of the people organically, not money bag like the others. He wouldn't also organize fake bishops like others did to deceive people and win their hearts. Maybe some of you are carried away with the noise and the polity to not understand what Peter Obi represents in Nigeria's political circle. The truth is that Bayo Onanuga understands it better, so that's why he hates him so bitterly. Good evening, Esther and CP Chooks. Last night, ISWAP attacked a Nigerian military base in Borno State and killed scores of soldiers, displaced the soldiers, and took over the military base. Up until this minute, the president has not uttered no word over this devastating situation of insurrection. Same Tinubu is turning a blind eye to the major hotspots of insurgencies in Nigeria was in a haste to impose a military rule on a peaceful River State. There is no atom of insecurity in River State, yet Tinubu decided to plunge South into chaos by sponsoring a political dispute in River State through Nyesom Wike, who is his minister, Ezekiel from Ejigbo. All right, Ezekiel. Good evening, VAP, and the two analysts, CP Enwonwu and Lawal Ekundaya. My name is Mazi Okeke from Lagos. Mr. Ekundaya has said it all about what Bayo Onanuga and Daniel Bwala said about Peter Obi, about the state of the nation. All they said their minds, and Obi's own is different. It's a hatred for the people of Igbos. He's not the only one. Oba of Lagos said in different occasions, Bayo Onanuga has been attacking the people of Igbos for nothing, and nothing is done to stop them. Nnamdi Kanu is still in the custody of the DSS after the Court of Justice ruling that he should be freed. It has become a normal thing in Nigeria to treat the Igbos like that, and we're saying that we are one Nigeria. Obi is the only opposition today. That is why they want to pull him down. If anything happens to the soldiers as they were killed in the north, the whole soldiers will be directed to go and destroy the whole region like what happened in Ukwama in Delta states. All right, okay. All right. Wow. Good evening, Esther. Well done. Good evening to you too. Good evening, Esther Aquin, and good evening to the honorable guests in the house. I'm Babeji from Oshodi. Please, Esther, there's this thing I think the Igbo should do concerning all this. Attacks and false accusations, ill treatment against Peter Obi and the Igbos by Rror, Bwala, and the entire House of Fulani Yoruba national elites. Let Peter Obi and Obedient sue all those his attackers, because it has become a ride. Let the Igbos sue the Nigerian government for apologies, recompensations, and restitutions because of all the odds that they had done against them before the civil war till date. Because it is too bad. All right, Babeji, well done. Thank you for your message. Good evening, Esther and the guests. Please, can we always be given the names of slain soldiers, officers, whenever they are ambushed and killed? Dozie Augustine. All right, well done, Dozie. Good evening, Sister Esther, and your special guest in the house. Straightforward. Politics is the major problem of Nigeria at the moment. Nigerian politics, instead of begetting progress, it's birth evil. The politicians have learned and graduated from the evasive and criminal means in politics. Exactly what this politicians are doing is demonic and devouring, and they're doing it in government. They take it as a normal thing. Politics happens to every sector of this country. This resorts to deceit in detriment of the masses. Surely, with this going on, Nigeria may not survive. Solution: some of these self-centered, only humans in Nigerian state know the reality and ways to make the country better, but they will never do it because of politics. The masses is the only solution. They know this, thereby corruptly politicizing the minds of the people, coupled with the tool of hardship. No two individuals in Nigeria can stand on an ideal cause. All right. Thank you very much for that message. Good evening, House. Mr. Analyst, sometimes I wonder why you people are talking about the army winning the war in terrorism. Has it not come to your knowledge that government is not actually working towards clearing them, but for the purpose of keeping them for their best benefits? What would they benefit for them to continue to keep on terrorists in the country? I mean, why? Good evening, VOP. Elder, welcome back. I have nothing against the man Obi. He's so puerile, at the same time amusing. He talks and behaves like a juvenile politician. Also, he is a great instrument to APC. Does this station belong to him? No, the station doesn't belong to anybody. So yeah, and what's your name? Emmanuel. Emmanuel. All right, well done, Emmanuel. But Tinubu and all the people he chooses in his government are all behaving like children. Have they not seen anyone in person that this government behavior shows maturity? They're all behaving like children. Check it out and prove me wrong. MKO, the living one from Satellite Town. All right. The men and women in the Senate are in the same boat. They aren't angels, so no one should come and paint a sad picture of some minority being different or stifled. All right. Esther, you started again with the narrative of profiling, using the female gender tag to castigate and paint faces when a man and woman are having altercations. And it's one of the reasons why the case of Natasha looks like an uninteresting and pathetic dramatic script to me, using gender tag to gain a dodgy and pathetic public sympathy. Interesting. All right. What's your name? Tay. Tay. Well done. Thank you for your message, Tay. Good evening, Esther. I greet you and the guests. It's a pity that we have these opportunists in power. I want to know that they are not attacking Peter Obi because he's an Igbo. The APC and their supporters know they're losing their ground in support of Nigerians gradually. They believe so much in their unpopular strategies to scare and intimidate the people. All right. Well done, Taiwo from Ejigbo. Good evening, great minds in the studio. Please, Esther, can you ask the former CP his own take on that man that killed bandits or Fulani headers' judgment of death sentence? Tony from Lagos. There's a Sunday Jackson. He was sentenced to hanging by the Supreme Court because he defended himself against Fulani terrorists who invaded his farm while he was farming. So the Fulani terrorists, he asked him to leave and the guy refused, brought out a machete, stabbed him on the leg and somewhere on the hand or towards the neck. The guy was able to wrestle with the Fulani terrorists and stabbed him back. Unfortunately, he died from that impalement, and he was taken to. He went to report himself, and he was imprisoned for 7 years before his trial commenced. However, he got to the Supreme Court and he was sentenced to death. They said he should have run away when he was attacked. How do you react to that?
It's unfortunate that such a thing has happened. My only wish is that. The governor may commute that death sentence.
Okay.
At least looking at the circumstances to maybe giving him state pardon or something. Otherwise, when the decision has reached the apex courts, it is like God's case, no appeal. The only appeal can go to God.
All right.
And God is not visible to give him justice.
All right.
That's just my take to it. It's my prayer that the governor will have mercy on him, knowing fully well the travail he has gone through.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Barrister Sim Asingba is a barrister. The guy was trying to remember his name. So, Darlington Agumon, Lawal Ekundayo, CP Chooks, Barrister Sim Asingba, Prince Chilaka. The studio will catch fire. More importantly, it will be so explosive and VOP will trigger something. I'll try to invite Barrister Mr. Chilaka on one of these days. Good evening, Esther and guest Adi from Lagos. With OB, you can see difference between leaders and rulers, brilliant minds and low-grade minds, vision and visionless people, database and excuses. It's a shame the worst of us is ruling the best of us. Truly, there was a country. Please, I want to ask, is it a sin for someone to be a perfect civilized Democrat in Nigeria? It's high time for Mr. Obi to have a mad spokesman to face all these Hallelujah chorus singers. It's enough for this attack. Put you in Ikorodu. All right. Peter from Ejigbo. Good evening, Esther. The reason attacking Peter Obi is because Atiku is a no-go area. If the coalition must win, it must be Peter Obi. And in 2027, okay. Good evening. Senator Wabushi sounds like a juvenile and unfit for the National Assembly. I think Nigerian politicians need drug test and mental evaluation before they're allowed to contest. From Chief Udo. All right. Good evening. The usurpation of Nigeria's constitution isn't a form of government nor any democracy. Rather, is a failed state. The president's government is spreading this disease and sickness in the name of reforms. If not that the Nigerian voters and contributors of topical issues seem illiterate and ignorant sometimes, they can stop President Tinubu and the APC in the next elections. Tochukwu Adele Thompson from Obani Kuru. All right, thank you very, very much. I sincerely do appreciate all your messages, but we need to wrap up. Sipichuk, what's your final take in a few seconds?
Well, I want to on the scenario in the entire landscape. People are suffering from hardship and hunger. They should be prayerful and do their best to survive. And at the same time, in areas of conflict, places like rivers, Adamawa and so on and so forth, Benue and so on and so forth, the security agencies should do, even the Southeast, they should do their level best to mitigate or minimize the level of insecurity so that people can move around their lawful businesses and be able to, navigate the hard times. And finally, too, the government should try as much as possible to engender peace, unity.
Yeah.
Not just preaching by mouth, but putting it into action to cross the borders or boundaries of religion and tribe, because Nigerians have seen a lot. They have seen so much. In fact, what Nigerians are demanding now is peace and tranquility.
Okay.
And that, ability to survive the hard times. They are not talking about religion. They are not talking about tribe anymore. And above all, they are not even interested in who becomes the president or the governor anymore. What is of concern to them is how to move on and survive.
All right.
So whatever variables that can be factored in to actualize these areas I've just highlighted will be the best for all of us.
Thank you very much, CP Chicks. I sincerely appreciate Mr. Lawal Kundara in a few seconds.
Yes, I love people who challenge the status quo.
Okay.
You get it? So if I can have my way, I would like I will nominate Fubara as a man of the year and Natasha Akpoti Uduagan as a woman of the year.
You're already campaigning for them.
Because they challenge the status quo. They are telling the minority that they can fight. You get it?
Yeah.
And have it. So the minority should not always be afraid of the big elephant anymore.
All right,
That's
Mr. Lawal Ekundara, I sincerely appreciate you coming on the program this evening. Thank you so much.
Nigerian government have never benefited anything to be as a citizen of this country. I think, Joy, when I was in the Algeria, let me tell you something. Algeria, Janet, there is a state called Janet in Algeria. They arrest us in desert. I was trying to escape through desert to Europe. That was 2000. They take us to their cell, to their prison. After judging us, they take us to their prison. Auntie Joy, do you know the way these people treat us? Auntie Joy, they feed me as if I'm in my father's house. In the morning, they will give me rice. In the afternoon, they will give me beans. In the night, they will give me tea and bread. The next day, they will give me tea in the morning. In the afternoon, they will give me chicken, full chicken. We are many, Nigeria are many there. And so when we are there, they ask us, which work do you really like to learn? I learned Baba in Algeria prison, Janet. I learned how to barb hair in 6 months when I was there. The day they want to send us, they want to deport us back to Nigeria. I was crying. I was telling them, say, no, allow me to be in this prison. I said, allow me to be in this prison, please. They said no. They said no. They must take us back to our country. One of us was crying. Many people are learning furniture. Many people are learning how to repair radio. Different type of job in that prison. I think if you see me, I fast. If you see my way, I say, God, inside prison, I'm living like a king. I think people need to travel out and see that we are slaves in our own country. We are suffering in Nigeria. I praise Algeria government.
I've lost him. I've lost him. I've lost him. Someone said to me that he traveled through the desert and he was arrested in Tunisia, a Nigerian, and he said that he was put in prison. Well, he said he was put in a place where they stored asylum, illegal migrants, something like that.
Okay.
And he told me, and his best experience was the food. He said it was how they were fed. He said they were fed. He said that he drank milk, that they gave him milk every day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So there's a prison in Venice. The prison has a job system where the prisoners create cosmetics. So you go to school, you learn how to make cosmetics, and the prison makes cosmetics for some of the top Venice hotels. So you go to you go to a hotel where you're paying $2,000, $3,000 a night, and your cosmetics, your soap, is made by prisoners.
Crazy.
Thank you so much for watching the program. I appreciate you for your patience to watch from beginning to end. I hope you have learned a lot from this very program that I just played, this video. Please like and share the video. Share to all platforms. After sharing the video, now you can go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever suggestions, contributions you have to make, what you think about the video I just played, go to the comment section and put your comment. I will go through the comment section, and I bet you I am learning a lot from there, and you can equally learn from there. Let us share our experience on that comment section. Thank you so much, and stay blessed. Don't forget to share, and we continue to bless you as you share. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move airborne.